I grew up during the civil war in Lebanon. I didn't realize I would be a photographer till many, many, many years later. I started taking photo workshops when I was pregnant with my fourth child. Somehow, once I started, I fell in love with the idea of telling someone's story through images. Photographing my children and photographing women in the refugee camps kind of led me to a girl in her room. So I decided I wanted to try to photograph each girl by herself and get a sense of who she is. So I've started photographing some of my daughter's friends and then asked them where they wanted to be photographed. And then when a couple of them did the bedrooms, I realized that I had a project. And Anna was one of the girls I loved photographing. I had tons of pictures of her. There's something about this photo, the way she looked, about her toe sticking out, about her hand there, the pink phone, that just felt like it was very much the perfect picture of what I remembered being like with Anna and photographing her. There's so much information visually in a lot of these rooms that it's hard to get it all at once. I could get drawn to one corner or not, but then I have to be there for a while and see this girl moving in her space, reacting to her things, and then I could see more in it. This is a moment where actually I had the camera down and I saw her sitting at her desk and saw the reflection next to the portrait she drew and the other portrait she put up there. And I just told her, okay, you stay right there. And I ran and got my camera. The portraits is not only about the face, but I love to look at the hands, the body language, and the feet. This is another Anna in her room, but this for me is what every girl does in her room somehow. I mean, girls lay on their bed, the computer's there, and they ponder and they do nothing. Somehow the rest of the room doesn't matter as much. This is Helen May. I love it that she completely was playful about it. She acted for me. I mean, she wanted her slippers to be there, and I love that you see the child with the slipper, the kind of girl with the makeup and all the stuff she surrounds herself with. This is Danielle. What I love about her and her room is that her room is literally an extension of her. The tattoo on her arm matches the curtain. The color of what she's wearing kind of matches the whole atmosphere in the bedroom. This is Christia, a young woman from Lebanon, and nobody guesses that. People expect that if she's from Lebanon, she's going to be covered. I want to include girls from the Middle East and from the United States. It wasn't intentional when I started it. And for me, it's not meant to be comparing the girls, but it's really showing how in so many ways they are so similar. This is Salma. I came to photograph her. I find that there was something about her that was very adult-like and something that was very childish. And she was in some ways comfortable, and then if you look at her hand, she looks like she wasn't quite comfortable. And this is really what I'm after actually in this work. I want people not to judge the people in the photo. I think it's too easy for people to look at a picture and make some kind of comment about the girl or what's in the room or about what she's posing. And this bothers me because these are girls just trying to find who they are. They're not there yet. This is their bedroom. They usually shut the door. They don't want to be with anyone. They trusted me being in there with them. I hope people see that, see the beauty of what it's like, how hard it is being a kid that age, what all these girls are going through and how they deal with it, and not just judge them. I felt that I did have an intimate and beautiful collaboration. The girls were very open to that, and it was really just me and that girl in that room for close to 2 hours. And then I had to learn to kind of get to know them, but they also had to learn to trust me. And then they got into the project and the idea of what I was doing. And I would tell them, I want you to like those. I want them to represent who you are. And they got it. And it felt like it was just, I don't know, there was something about it that was therapeutic at some point. I mean, half the time by the end, the girl would be half asleep on her bed. The girls are starting to be aware of their sexuality, and there's an image that girls see the way models pose and all that, and they think they need to emulate that. But I think it's very innocent on their part. And that's important for me to understand that. So I don't want to look at it personally in any other way, at least myself.